Hello. So, I have finished the trading post for May. Took a bit longer because the storm. What is it called? Yeah, Stomp was going on, so I wanted to collect some of the PvP undermine recolor appearances. So I did some different things this month since it fell a couple days after reset. I just did the undermine raid to get that out of the way on a few different characters that I was still trying to farm appearances basically on, and then just did everything else after the trading post. I actually got the bonus reward and everything fairly quickly, just doing my regular dailies and things that I normally do. So I've kind of figured out if you can kind of wait, depending on when the trading post falls, which depends on when the first of the month falls, you can get through it a lot quicker. So, been doing the daily fall quest, so got a couple achievements with that. Did my delve as I've been doing. I've just been doing that kind of passively just to get the weekly quest for the experience. Earn reputation throughout Kazalgar. I have no idea how I got that. I'm assuming because I was doing the Nightfall and like delves and things like that. So about everything you do gets rep for something. Upgrade with Valor Stone. So I did that by accident because I was capped on my Druid. And I'm actually capped on my Paladin too, so since I'm here in Dornigal, I should probably do that when I'm done here. And then defeat a world boss was the last one I needed. I was actually 60, well actually 55 short. Because I had 945, so that would be 55 short, yeah. And then the quests are all just doing dailies, so 10, 25, 50, so that was just all doing daily quests, doing undermine, dailies for rep, things like that, and then the 5 battlegrounds and the honor were doing the calm stop, which it was the first time I did that, so I like that. That is a good way of letting people farm the appearances and kind of get introduced to PvP without, because it is far more chaotic doing Comstomp because you're just fighting against AI, so actual human players would not react that way. You would have much smaller skirmishes, so it's a good way to scratch your PvP itch. So the bonus reward was a pet that you can customize from the Grooming Station, which apparently, from I had to look it up because I got curious. Apparently, the Grooming Stations are at any trading post. So yeah, this is apparently the first time they've done this. Yeah. So, don't particularly care for the pet all that much, but let's see. Let's look and see what. Yeah, nothing. Oh, he does have cute face, which is dodge. I do like pets that have dodge. Or I've had luck with pets that have dodge. And then Puppy Parade. Puppy Parade's pretty good. Corgi has that. There we go. The Molten Corgi has, yeah, Puppies of the Flame. I think it's probably the same thing. Yeah, and then I also got the chipping and handling. I got Mutt, which is just so cute. Didn't really care for the mounts all that much, but the pet is kind of cute. So, putting together an Undermine team for when I do pet battles for the trading post again, which I actually haven't done in a while. I've actually been doing.
Come see my wares.
So much other stuff lately. So this is a bit of a lackluster trading post, I would say. So you have this mount, which I don't particularly care for. Saw a lot of people that were happy about this one, which is fine. I didn't see too much that. If you have a smaller class, I've seen some people post pictures with like Volpyrin, the little fox allied race. Those kind of look cute in these. And then you have another pet, which I think is either... It's not in the return tab, so it must be like a recolor, because I know there were two of these that were in here a while back, and they look just like this. And you have another pet, which again, I'm not super crazy about. Then you have this shell back, which I don't really use a lot of the back pieces because they had the weapons. Now, this chicken, I'm pretty sure was like a trading card. Pet, if I'm not mistaken. I might grab this, it depends. And then you have a bunch of weapons. Bunch of recolors. I do like the fact that they are putting recolors in. That has not always been the case. They have kind of spread stuff throughout different trading posts, which is fine, but you don't always know if you want to grab something and then you feel like you don't have the whole set, and yeah. So some nice kind of Death Knight weapons there. And then pretty much I think the only thing I'm going to get is they have these very nice weapon transmog. So you have a katana there, which is very nice. That will go just simple enough but detailed enough that I think, you know, it could go with Paladin. I was thinking more my Death Knight, because she's about the only one that uses a two-handed weapon of any character I play. Then you also have nunchucks, which I thought the interesting thing with this, they put two different ones in. They put an offhand and a main hand, which I appreciate, but it's a bit weird. You'd think, like, I don't know that I've seen, I'm sure there is, but I don't specifically remember one appearance where they put in a one hand, which would work, you know, main or offhand. And then specifically an offhand, so that's more for like casters. So that dagger is not so much. Then there's a one-handed and two-handed katana, which is very nice. The one-handed, I swear, is slightly smaller, but they look almost completely identical. So I don't know, maybe the handle. A bit smaller. And then some more appearances. Really a weird kind of mixed bag here. This is also supposed to be Children's Week. That's why you see rainbows everywhere, by the way. Just to point that out. More of these skirts, mask. Again, the Valpyrin are about the only ones that I've seen that actually look decent in the mask. Not seeing a great deal of people around with those. Ow, but you kind of hard to see. Oh, you can't see at all. Oh, there we go. Yeah, those you can't see at all for some reason. But, foot wrappings, and then as far as returning, so you have the kind of water strider looking thing. You have the flower bow, which I was considering getting, but for 300, I don't know, I think that's a bit much. I even looked to see if it had like unique ammo, and it does not. I paid less, I'm pretty sure, for the one that had like, unique ammo. Or if I did pay 300, it was far more worth it because it did have that unique arrow appearance. Then kind of a plain looking axe. I mean, it's kind of nice depending on what classes you play. I mean, it's more of a druid, earth kind of focused. So, could maybe make that work with shaman. I don't know, I don't typically use axes a lot with shaman. And you have a polearm, which for some reason all the polearms are appearing on the back, sheathing upside down for some reason. I don't know if they changed something or it's kind of a nice dagger with flowers coming off the end. That I kind of like. Still 300, I would say, is a bit much. Then very simple looking staff there that I got on the back. I believe if you do the new starting zone that they did, I believe you can get a recolor of this. I've been meaning to do that just for that reason. And then the flower staff, which I have used a few times. So that is the trading post for May. Like I said, a bit lackluster. So I'm kind of thinking I'll grab the chicken. Because I do remember there was something special about having the robot chicken. So what? Oh, I see. You have to click it and it goes into the shopping cart. Gotcha. Yeah, so I think 100 and something is pretty fair, so we'll go through and get the katana. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the nunchucks. The one-handed, and that's 480, and I'm good with that. Yeah, because these do actually kind of sheath, kind of cool. I like how they just hang off the hook there. So they didn't have to do that. They could have had it where they were both together, just on your side, but they do. So I had collected, I think, most, if not all, the lanterns for the offhand, because lanterns do give you a lighting effect when you transmog them. So I was using that, and I got a couple other items that you can't really see. So if I did end up with an offhand that I didn't want to see, or if I just wanted to focus on the main weapon, I could. But kind of like the katana. So and yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it. So 400 and purchase 4 items? Yes, I do. And there we go. One of these days, I will get the diver suit. I'm just not going to worry about it now because I don't really think I'm going to use it right now. So I'm still trying to collect undermined appearances. So why would we? And these are symbols. Yeah. There's so few full like transmog sets that I use from the trading post. Like the diver's unique. The diver's unique. I could see using this as like a leveling transmog or something on a fresh level 7D as I'm figuring out what I'm doing. That's typically when I'll use a transmog set, or if I'm going into a new patch or something and I want to do something on a character, I'll use a set while I collect something else. But that's about it otherwise. So, and everybody kind of has their set for the moment. So, yeah. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.